Okay, now we're gonna be talking about Wind Waker. If you haven't seen the first three videos, go watch them, all that stuff. Okay, we just finished Minish Cap. Now we're on to Wind Waker. I just said that. Now again, I haven't finished Wind Waker. Oh, I forgot to say, in between episodes, I did remember that I forgot to put Skyward Sword dungeons in here. I have not finished all the dungeons. These are the five that I have finished. I liked them all. I liked them all, every single except for this one. I liked them all except for that one. Okay. Wind Waker. Yes, I am including Forsaken Fortress. Because I included Ice Cavern and Beneath the Well. Beneath the Well. Um, I did try to find a picture to put in here for the Hyrule Dark Hyrule Castle prison at the beginning of Twilight Princess, but I did not. I did not find a picture, so I didn't put it in there. So anyway, Forsaken Fortress. I thought it was all right. I don't necessarily enjoy stealth sequences really in any game at all. Yeah, pretty much in any game. Like if anything, like maybe I don't know. Really, yeah. Metroid Dread. I don't know. Um, but Forsaken Fortress isn't really a great stealth sequence. It isn't bad, but it isn't great. Um, it takes so long that I don't enjoy it. It takes long enough that I don't enjoy it, and I just don't like thinking about it. I don't hate it with all my heart, but it just doesn't appeal to me. So so it's B tier. Um, okay, Dragon Roost Cavern. Controversial warning. Okay, it's good. Dragon Roost Cavern. Again, I've gotta say, again, I like linear dungeons. I like linear dungeons, and Dragon Roost Cavern is probably the most linear dungeon in all of Zelda. One of them, anyway. Um, really, it's just go in and do things and get out. That's really all it is. Um, that's Dragon Roost Cavern. the One of the things that I like about Dragon Roost Cavern is that you get the grappling hook. The grappling hook is one of the best items in the game. I'd say it's my second favorite after the Deku Leaf. And honestly, that's really saying a lot. I like the items in Wind Waker, like the fire and ice arrows. That's great. But one of the things that holds Dragon Roost Cavern back, two things basically: the atmosphere and the boss. The atmosphere, again, it's just a big lava volcano thing, and the boss is Goma. So I like Dragon's Cavern, but really not enough to put it above Dodongo's Cavern. That's unfortunate, but it's a thing. Okay. Forbidden Woods. Forbidden Woods? Yes, Forbidden Woods. I thought this one was a bit better. You know, I get to use the Deku Leaf. Get to use the Deku Leaf and the Boomerang. Um, I don't like the Boomerang, but I do like the Deku Leaf. Really, the only thing I can only think of one bad thing about the Forbidden Woods, and that's the fact that it isn't that interesting visually. It's all just kind of greens and yellows. But you didn't know this, but my favorite color is green. I love most shades of green. So really, I like forest things, forest dungeons. You can see that right here. So I'm gonna put it actually in A tier. You know, Forbidden Woods, really not bad. The one problem with Wind Waker dungeons is that they're all really easy. Wind Waker is an incredibly easy game, but okay, tower. Um, I don't know. the The problem with this is that it's linear, and that's good, but it's kind of linearity done wrong, because it also expects you to backtrack. A little bit. Now that is a thing in here, but I didn't care as much because it's a 2D game and it's small. But in this game, you know, things are bigger. Things are just bigger. It takes you longer to move to places. So basically, if you don't know, this you go up. You're going up, obviously. And at one point you get the bow, right? Well, the game expects you to go back and use the bow to get a treasure chart, treasure chart. And that's treasure chart. Treasure charts are good. Treasure charts are money, and money is good, especially in this game, because this game, you know, Triforce Quest and all that. So it's a little unfortunate that you have to do that, but you do. So, I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that. You know, you don't need to get the Triforce or the treasure chart, but it's such a good perk, especially in the early game. If I think you're about to get the wallet, the bigger wallet, and the bigger wallet is very good. And that you get $300. I think it's 300. I don't remember. That would be incredible and very useful to you, even outside of the Triforce quest. So unfortunately, it's great to go backtrack, but it's not fun, and it's also just in general. I don't like the theme of this dungeon. Lots of whites and grays and things. The command melody is fine, but that's kind of the only things I like about this dungeon are the mini boss, the Dark Nut, and the command melody. That's it. I don't even like the boss. The boss is just another head with hands. So really, I can't put it any higher than this. I'm sorry, man. Actually, you know what, Justin? If you like this dungeon, you are not necessarily wrong, but I don't think anybody else agrees with you. Okay, I said I haven't finished the Earth Temple, so the last one here is Forsaken Fortress 2. Forsaken Fortress 2 is very fun. I gotta say, I do enjoy Forsaken Fortress 2. Because this time you got the Master Sword. You get to blow everything up. I mean, not literally. You get to blow the door up with your King of Red Lions bomb thing, but you don't get to blow anything else up unless you want to, but you're not supposed to. Anyway, after you fight Phantom Ganon, everything until the Helmrock King is really just a breeze. I'm pretty sure you can two-shot these moblins that are in your way, and even the Helmrock King isn't that hard. Phantom Ganon, not that hard. Skullhammer isn't a great item. It gets you some stuff in the overworld, but overall it's not great. But that doesn't matter because you're having so much fun. You're having so much fun destroying everything. It's pretty much the same thing here. It's not, on paper, it's not an incredible dungeon, but it's very fun, so I like it. Okay. Twilight Princess time. Again, if you haven't seen my ranking games video, Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game. And one of the big reasons for that contributes to that is the dungeons. You know, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, I love them both a lot because of their dungeons. That's a main reason. There are obviously other reasons, but it includes, but it's not limited to the dungeons. Forest Temple, though. Okay, so one of the main problems of Twilight Princess is that it opens really slowly. By the time you get to the Forest Temple, you've already been playing for like 2 hours. Well, yeah, about 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe more like an hour and a half. But it's not great because you know, a player like me especially is going to be wanting to get to the dungeons, you know, get to the meat of the stuff. But all the same, the dungeon itself, just for what it is, has nothing to do with the beginning of the game. Yeah, the beginning of the game has nothing to do with the dungeon itself. So what's the dungeon itself like? Well, you got these monkeys, right? The whole thing for this dungeon is you got the monkeys, and they basically act like keys. You save the monkeys, and they let you go to new places. The dungeon item is nice. I really haven't been talking about the dungeon items enough. I'm not really used to it because I am currently playing again through this game again. Um, these games, their dungeon items, as well as the ones from the original, which I just played. But the item in this dungeon is the Gale Boomerang, and it's pretty good. You know, in the GameCube version, it's overpowered because you can do the boomerang jump. Now, I did not play the GameCube version. I played the Wii version, but I don't know. I thought this was all right. It's an all right introductory dungeon. It doesn't teach you a whole lot because again, it's like Majora's Mask. You already know how to play the game. You know, you've already fought quite a few enemies. You've made it through Twilight Realm, and it's just overall a pretty solid dungeon. You know, I like doing it. I don't think I'm gonna put it over here though. Actually, it's more like here. It's pretty good. As you can see, I have a pretty high opinion of most of the introductory dungeons. Look at this. You got Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Minish Cap right here, and that's all of the dungeons I have done, except for this. We got Wind Waker. But anyway, that's not true. The Forsaken Fortress is the Wind Waker, and it's even lower. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, I guess.